Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the 10th most popular project in all of games right now. That is Sagrada Artisan, a legacy game of dice drafting and window coloring, and then it's just redundant, a legacy game of dice drafting and stained glass window coloring, except they add the word stained glass. So I would add a little bit more here, the player count, the time length, the age, how many games it plays, you know, if it has a price point would be fantastic, the mechanisms, something like that. Now, this one's really surprising to me to see it launching at 10th, and I wonder if it's going to rise in popularity as we do this Kickstarter. So I want you to remember that it was 10th when we first started, because Sagrada is massively popular. It is the number 171 ranked game of all time. So when I hear that there's a legacy version of a top 200 board game of all time, I expect huge launch off for something like this. And so I'm excited to see how this grows as we do it. But I will say the main image is it's okay. Like, I see the colored pencils, I can kind of see dice. I see dice, I see this. It looks like one of those Gloomhaven-style books. I know lots of books have done that, but that's what comes to my mind. Other than that, I don't know. The main image just, it just doesn't hit me right. So at $75,000 funding goal, 27. It's obviously going to get funded. I mean, this thing's probably going to do hundreds of thousands of dollars. But as always, when we get into the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
An architectural feat unlike anything the world has ever witnessed is about to begin.
Ooh.
As stained glass artisans,
I immediately love that. That's intriguing to me. Everybody gets their own book where you're going to be keeping track of all your information. I like that a lot.
Is about to begin. As stained glass artisans, you have been recruited to embark on a task that will span generations. Sagrada Artisans is a standalone campaign.
I love the fact that I can see the size of this box. It almost reminds me of like a maybe a My Cities style box, which was the Reiner Knizia campaign-esque. I don't think it was quite Legacy-esque. Maybe it was. I never actually got a chance to play it. But that size box, I do like the fact I know the size of the box, and I'm loving what I've seen so far.
Game from the designers of Sagrada. Play as members of a family of stained glass artisans across generations, working to help complete La Sagrada Familia Cathedral by constructing stained glass windows of increasing beauty and complexity. Discover a twist on the classic game of dice drafting and window crafting.
So 10 games. I like the fact that I know that. I think maybe that should potentially be on the main thing. 10 campaign, legacy game, whatever you want to call it.
Now unconstrained by the shape and
And the reason why is, immediately, whatever your price is, in my brain, and maybe it's just me, let me know actually in the comments below if you do this as well. If I see a legacy game that plays 10 times, I immediately say to myself, all right, the cost of the game is $60, so it's like $6 a game, you know, I'm going to be playing with someone else, and $3 a top. I do weird things like that in my brain. I don't know if other people do that.
Size of dice.
Ooh,
Throughout your journey, colored pencils are now your main tool for creating your stained glass masterpieces. Each game of Sagrada Artisans introduces new window designs to complete, each with their own unique objectives to strive for and tools to discover. Throughout the campaign, your family will gain renown as you compete against rivals to prove who is the best artisan. As the cathedral nears completion, so will your family's legacy grow. Gain powerful new abilities and unlock wondrous new tools that you'll carry through the campaign and beyond. Answer the call, make your mark, and help construct this timeless architectural achievement in Sagrada Artisans.
Okay. Wow. Craft your legacy now on Kickstarter. That looked really, really good. That was a really well done video. Big ups, Crowd Us. Nice video. Yeah, do I want it? Yeah, that looks fantastic. I'd still like to know the player count. I think it's 5. I think that's how many books they had around the outside, and the time length. But as someone who's played Sagrada a couple times and enjoyed Sagrada, yeah, I'm all in. Like, that looks great. I want it. So hopefully it'll beat around the bush. We can change the price. Can you do it? Yeah, I feel comfortable. 15 created, 351 backed. So we got Jody and Ian as collaborators. Awesome. So we should have some good customer service. I love creating everlasting experiences through gaming. You may also find me DJing trance and techno music or building software, but you'll always find me ready for a high five. So I might mention as well that did a board game company, did a bunch of games, but whatevs. Once you look at this, I feel like you feel pretty comfortable that they can do this. Yeah, I know that one's out. I had that one in my collection. Vivid Memories. So let's make sure this one's out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it at Gen Con. Yeah, this one's out. Boom. I think all these are out. I'm not sure about this one. Fulfillment update in the holiday special. Product to arrive, South Korea. So this is from a year ago. So yeah, we're good. 546 comments. It's not a flaming dumpster fire here. Just in time for the holidays. Yeah, these are old ones. Let's see. Do you want to check the comments? Yeah. And Ben's still in here doing great customer service, because that's what I wanted to check. Because sometimes when you see people stop posting updates, that means they also stop checking out the comments, and that's when things could really fester in there if someone has a problem. Or something like, I've mentioned 8 times. So yeah, can you do it? Feel 100% comfortable on this one. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Hopefully I don't beat around the bush. We get straight to the price. And if it's a good price, honestly, I would put that on the marquee. If we're talking under $40, which I don't know. I look at the components and I say to myself, component-wise, it's you got those little spirally things, but how much are those to really produce? Especially if they're all the same? I don't know. 2 to 4 players, 60 minutes, ages 13 plus. I'm expecting $40 to $60 here with that box. Now, if that's a big box, I'm going up to $80. Constructor Stained Glass Legacy. And I think that's a new thing I'm going to do on the segment. Just try and guess the price, because I always feel like that's interesting. So I'm going to go 40 to 60, because I have a feeling they're going to mass produce the absolute living snot out of this, as they should. This is the kind of thing, like, let's be honest, you wouldn't be surprised if you saw this in Barnes & Noble, would you? No, I wouldn't. Artisan, I'm honored to personally invite you to join the finest workers in Spain as we construct the greatest. Yeah, I got the theme. 4-player drill, so it goes up to 4. I didn't think they mentioned that in the video. I just forgot it. 10 dice with dice bag. I wonder if that's going to get upgraded. Same with story deck box. 100 cards in the main deck. So there's actually going to be somewhat of a story. Interesting. 1 set of colored pencils. Kickstarter bonus of 3 extra sets of colored pencils. Ooh. Nice. It is nice. Kickstarter bonus custom pencil sharpener. That's hot. That's hot. Good thinking. Foil Gold Star Legacy Point Stars. Love it. Makes me feel what is it? Oh my gosh, it's my favorite Legacy game of all time. Dwellings of Eldervale? That's not it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forget it. It's from Ravensburger. Kickstarter bonus foil Legacy Point stickers. You put stickers on. It's a dice drafting one. It's fantastic. Cathedral board. That doesn't really help you though. Front back looks good. 3 organizer box. I like how we're spotlighting the components. I still wish we had the price. Especially if it's a good price, just bam, pop me with it. Pop me with it already. There's even more to explore. 15 envelopes with dozens of cards and 100 plus stickers, 3 unlockable crates, and more. Okay, so now my initial $40 to $60 price point is probably more, I think, around the $60 to $80 price point. This looks like a lot of pretty specialized components. Like, you don't see these in that many games. So you see them in a lot of games. I'm not saying that they're, like, complete unique. Dude! And wait, there's more! I'm excited. Download the rule booklet. Visual accessibility. Cool. Upgrades. 250 deluxe dice tower. Okay. I would love to know how many people are buying this. That seems so... Like, that is for only the most diehard of diehard Sagrada fans. Like, $250? Like, unless you don't have... I have a free... dice roller, but dang, okay. Oh, it'll be customized. Ooh, to commemorate the project, your backer number will be engraved. Oh, so your backer number's engraved on the back. Okay. Campaign reset kit, so $50. All right. Window patterned booster pack, and I like the fact that that is something that you can get. The $60 to $80, $75, that's about what I expected to see after those components. And I feel like that's very reasonable. You're getting 10 games here, you get a very unique experience, lots of cool stuff, lots of things to open, which is always the most exciting part of these games. And I feel like that's a decent price for a Legacy game. $75, I don't bat an eye when I'm going to say, because once again, you play this with 2 players, you're at $750 a game, then $375 per person. If you're playing 4 players, you're down to what? $1.86 per person. You can't go wrong. Tell me where you're going to have more entertainment for $1.86 per hour. The Master Artisan Pledge. This is one if you get the thing and the other thing. So what's this one again? Window Pattern Booster Pack. Add another pack of window patterns to keep your game of Sagrada Artisans going even further. Oh, so this is just once you use the campaign reset kit, you might need that. Does not include a window pattern booster pack or Kickstarter bonus items. Huh. That's odd. Okay. Retailer tier 165. Get involved. Reward your artist coloring contest. Print and color the Sagrada Artisans cover. Submit your work. Backers vote on their favorites. And 4 winners will get a deluxe wooden dice tower. Wow, cool. That's nifty. A coloring contest. All right, so we're starting with 2 updates as well. 4 updates. Wow. We're having 4 updates. That's a lot of updates on the first day. Okay, not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. It's like, what? Oh, now it says 3. What in the world? So this is like an add-on to an older game. No, I'm pretty sure this is its own separate thing. Like its own legacy game. Be part of the game design contest. Design a window to be included in there. Cool. So they got, and this is, okay, and this is updates. So they have updates right, and we'll get there. I'm just too excited. Anytime I see people doing different and unique things on Kickstarter, I always get excited. Because if it works and it goes gangbusters, then I'm going to be like, wow, I recommend this. I saw Sagrada do it. It was really kick-ass. You know, because it's, like, I'm not a Kickstarter expert. I just watch what other people do and say, wow, that's awesome. People really seem to love that. And then I say, oh, you should probably do that because other people do that and it works really well. Each begins with the story deck and a new window. So now we're going gameplay. I'd love to see a video. This is all good. Bam! Teach and play through.
Hello, my name is
59 minutes. All right, do we just have a teach? Now, granted, you could just watch the teach. Final thoughts. Coming to Kickstarter. We got overviews, previews. Okay, what? So there's videos there if you want videos, and there is a full gameplay, which is the one, that's the big important one. Shipping, customs, and taxes. After this campaign ends, we'll gather your shipping details in our post-campaign pledge measures. At that time, we'll continue. So $20. So now we're up to a $95 game. Okay. That's just pushing me there. It's pushing me there a little bit. That's and once again, because I like Sagrada. I do. I enjoy it. I don't love Sagrada, but I like Sagrada. And I said to myself, 10 games of Sagrada, I think I could be invested if the story was good, if it was a unique and fun time. Kind of like Pandemic Legacy, mixing things up. Now, I don't know if they're going to do that. No, I imagine if I checked out in the videos, I could see more of it. But still, $95, it's... I don't know. I don't know if I felt $95 from the components. But you do have to factor in that it's a legacy game, and there's literally probably less than, 10 to 15 of those in all of existence, realistically. I like Sangria. I love Sangria. Oh my gosh. My ex-girlfriend, Cherie, got me onto Sangria. Fantastic stuff. So sweet. Gives you a hell of a hangover, though. Fulfillment from R&R. If you are a pledge at the Master Artist at Cathedral level or add on a single campaign reset. Oh, so this is fantastic. Okay, so they do have the one shipping price, but then they're like, oh, if you're this, you get that. Okay. It's clean and clear. I personally like when it's just all in the one graphic, but that looks good. The customizable dice tower will ship directly from Dogmite. Retailer shipping pledge fulfillment time expectations September. So releasing next year at Gen Con. Okay. Matt Paquette, what's up? Matt Paquette and Co. You're doing Kickstarters. Reach out to them. They're fantastic. So, any reason to come back? So that's one thing that always comes into my mind. If I back this, is there any reason for me to come back to this? There's no stretch goals. There's no social goals. There are, however, design contests and coloring contests, which I think is going to be a very small group of people who will probably actually participate on that sort of thing. I don't know. It just seems like work. Available in other languages. Availability of items after the project will be a direct exclusive only available from Floodlight Games. Availability will be limited. Extra sets of pencils will be available. The campaign reset kit will be a direct exclusive item. Wait. wait. So, availability of items after the project. They mentioned the campaign reset kit. They mentioned the extra set of pencils, because I really needed to know, will I be able to get the official Sagrada pencils after the fact? Extra window pattern booster packs, and the custom dice tower, but then they don't mention the game itself, which I find very humorous, and I understand why. You don't want to do, a Tasty Minstrel Games and just shoot yourself in the foot and say, yeah, we're never going to make this, it's only going to be available in this very exclusive box, like, you can only get it from us or whatever. But that's interesting. It's very, why even have that there if you... Because nobody's, I don't feel like this is what people are curious about. Actually, the reset kit might be. The reset kit actually might be. Anywho, Continuing on updates. So here we go. So they just immediately launched 4 updates. Welcome, Artisan. We're thrilled that you're interested in Sagrada's Artisans. For those of you who have been following along, this has been a very long time coming. We announced this project was coming soon, over 2 years ago. Why a legacy game? So this is our gratitude. This is stuff. This feels like the kind of stuff that could be in a video. So why is the game our gratitude? People excited? Good luck. Yeah, just people excited in that one. They didn't really give you a reason or a question on why I would comment on that. So probably not much engagement there. Step right, Artisans. Pick your favorite colors and just run with them. So now they're talking more about the coloring contest, which is on the page, but it's also in the update. So I like that. You mentioned it 2 different places. Rules for submissions. You got to print it out. Color or paint it. You got to do it. Wow, the next 3 days. Okay, you got to get on that. I'm very interested to see how many people do this. Submit the form to upload a picture of that. Submit your artwork by clicking here. No one's commented on that yet, but it was just posted. Still, don't forget to share your submitted design on social media. 1 submission per backer per week. We're excited to see your vision. Of course, for more people. Okay. Interesting ideas. I'll be very interested after the fact to see how well these do. How many people are actively engaged in these contests. Have you ever wanted to have something, and honestly, I'm honest. You know I'm honest in here. I don't expect it to be a high number. Like, I hear this and I'm like, oh, this is a neat idea. But I just don't feel like most people are going to take the extra time to do it. The window booster pack will include window designs from up to 12 lucky backers. These designs will be voted on by the community. Click here for details. Here's how you enter. I'm finally going to get my chance to add a submarine to Sagrada. Now that, Matthew actually has a cool idea. You could, like, add different things. That's pretty neat. Okay. All right. So, check out some comments. Back to the PM for leveling up. There are a lot of things that will need to change in order for me to fully back. One of the big things is the $50 cost for the reset kit. A much larger game like Gloomhaven has a reset kit for $8 to $12. $50 seems much too high. Nice work on the dice textures. My son is partially colorblind. It's a trouble. Okay, so because that was the other update was about the colorblind aspect of the game. It's a little disappointed with the lack of solo rules. Yeah, wait, is this solo? Whoa. Oh, he's saying there is no solo. Okay, got it. As a big fan of solo games, I can understand this. The campaign is designed for 2 to 4 players, and as we did, we couldn't find a satisfactory. And they're like, yeah, it's just not a solo game. Sorry, and I don't have an issue with that. You know, in fact, a lot of times I feel like it's a problem that some companies are just like, all right, we gotta shoehorn the solo mode in there, and then after the fact, people are like, this solo mode kind of sucks, and they're like, well, that's because. It's because the Cathedral Pledge is listed at $250 in the campaign description, but $350 in the pledge. Oh, I didn't even look at the. Sorry, this Kickstarter's had me so off. So, Pledge Manager access. All right, ow. They're doing the Gray Fox Games thing. I think that's Gray Fox Games who does it. Maybe it's TMG. There's a couple companies that have done this where it's like they charge more than $1 for the Pledge Manager access, but oh well. $5, 71 people sitting on the fence. Artisan, 202 people getting the game. Master Artisan. And that's if you get everything, 102 people getting that. And then we have Retailer Pledge. We have 8. Cathedral Pledge. Make your game stand the test of time. So this is with the, 6 people. Awesome. Getting the fancy dice tower. And I like how they did not put a limit on this. Because let's be quite honest, if someone is willing to pay you that much to make, a dice tower, I feel like they'd be like, yeah, we'll make the snot out of these dice towers, So, so comments, and then we'll get into the grade. All right. This one's a weird one. I do want to read some more of the comments. The Cathedral Pledge listed, I've got to see more Kickstarter exclusives to justify this price plus $20 shipping. Yeah, that was my feeling as well. $95 seems high. Why shouldn't I wait until retail and get free shipping? Yeah, that one, and yeah, I think Peter really hits this one on the head. That's the vibe I'm getting here. And with that, really, like that FAQ, makes me feel like, oh yeah, so I can wait and not pay $20. As someone who's going to be at conventions, if you go to conventions, or I imagine it might be available on their website as well. Yeah, $95 seems hard. $95 is a hard price point there. Thanks for the feedback, Peter. We appreciate everyone's support on this. Whether it's during the project or after, we think the Kickstarter bonus items are all nice upgrades that make sense for the project and hope you will too. The Kickstarter bonus items. What? Hey there, almost certainly wouldn't be playing this as... Oh, the bonus items are what? They're like, what were the... I don't... And I feel like that right there, the fact that I'm like, what are the bonus items, makes me feel like they didn't wow me. If I went through these bonus items, I was like, yeah, okay. Gold foil stickers. Oh, it's the pencil sharpener. Okay, that's the bonus item. Extra colored pencils, pencil sharpeners, and stickers. yeah, like that's neat, but it's like I don't know. Yeah, I don't feel like that makes me feel the difference there. Hey there, almost certainly would be play. This is 2 players. Given there are 4 player journals, it's possible to effectively reset the campaign for a second playthrough without a reset pack. I already heard no, you can't reset with other half of the components. Yeah, stickers, I imagine, mess that up. We tried to make something like this happen during development. It was just too really clunky, and I do love the fact that Ben's in here. He's commenting and he's responding to all these. Hey guys, wanted to mention that click here for details button on both the contests are currently broken. Awesome. Good looking out, Daniela. They'll be up in a minute. All working now. Do you have a better picture of what the dice tower coloring options would be? Was hoping this would be played solo, so no solo mode. So final grade for this one. Let's see where it is popularity-wise as well. It was started off as 10. And I think it's made a couple $1,000 since we started this. Because honestly, I expect this one to do some big numbers. Because I mean, people love Sagrada. Now, $95 Sagrada, like that's a different ball game entirely. And so now it's up to 8. So it has risen up too, and I expect it to rise up a little bit more. Just because people are interested in Sagrada Legacy. But yeah, I understand why they didn't necessarily put the price on the front there. Well, I don't know. 75 does, once you add I don't know. Final grade for Sagrada Artisans. I am torn. Do I want it? Yes, I do. I thought the video was spectacular.
And window crafting.
That was a great video. It told me exactly what I was getting, and it looked fun. It had neat pieces and the boards, and the book that you open, it looks great. It looks like a great game. And once again, I am not grading this game. The grade I'm about to give is not for this game. I've never played this game. That would be ridiculous. It is for the Kickstarter presentation of the game. And I think the video, beautiful. Do I want it? Absolutely. If you're a Sagrada fan, yes. If you're not a Sagrada fan, I still think this looks really cool. I think they did a great job spotlighting the game. Can you do it? Yeah, feel super comfortable. Fantastic track record. At conventions. Looks like great customer support. They don't have a ton of projects that are like, out pending or so, like a lot of companies do. So can you do it? Yes, I feel great about that. How much is it? That's where we hit the big sticky widget. When my first thought was, $40-$60 maybe, and then I'm putting at 95. When I see a component, I'm like, I'm for sure that's going to be like Kickstarter. I don't know. I feel like the how much is it was really going to be the biggest sticking point on this. And unfortunately, I feel like most people who are not Sagrada diehard fans are going to be like, yeah, wait till retail on this one. Because it definitely gives off that vibe. And part of the reason why it gives off that vibe is because they've been doing so. Because they're at conventions. Because they make great games. So that's... it's the double-edged sword of being a company that makes a lot of really good games. And... unfortunately, I feel like that sword, it cuts hard for me on this one. The $95, and that's only in the United States of America. I'm sure as you go outside of the United States of America, that becomes even more of a hard pill to swallow. And yeah, the solo not being there, that's going to stink for a lot of people. I completely understand it, and I respect the fact that they're like, hey, we just can't make it a solo game. That would not be a fun experience for you. So at the end of the day, final grade for this one, do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? I think I'm going to wait on that one. And so I guess I'm going to go with a B+ on this one. Yeah, because that's the only main thing there. And then there is the other factor. The excitement around the Kickstarter campaign. And that's one that's really interesting to me. I actually, just before this launched, went into my description and had to update it because when I planned this a couple weeks ago, they didn't have it on Kickstarter. Which makes me wonder how much more buzz could you have potentially gotten for the game if it was on Kickstarter earlier? Because let's look, 40 people like this. So 40 people know about this and are like, I like this, I'm excited about this. Whereas, 1.3K of the original game, which is why I think this Kickstarter is going to have legs. I have a feeling this is one that people are going to find out and be like, oh, what, there's Sagrada Legacy up there right now? Way too expensive, Huckleberry. So yeah, I'm beating around the bush. No, I gave it a price, B+. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade on Sagrada Artisans, the Kickstarter page. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. Bye-bye. Boop. Boppity. Bam.